Sensei Frank, and welcome to Tech Tiger Martial Arts. Today I will be demonstrating a finger wrapping technique that we can apply in the self-defense move delayed sword. Now it's important for us as martial artists to understand that there is a significant difference between a move, a technique, and a skill. Once we are able to define these differences, then we're going to have a greater understanding of what we're trying to accomplish in our training sessions. In return, that will result into a realistic, real-life experience without having to be in a real-life situation. So let's begin. Hi, I'm Sensei Frank.
And I'm Sam.
And welcome to Tech Tiger Martial Arts. So, Sam grabs me by the collar. And I think to myself, delayed sword. So I pin his hand, I drop my weight, I pull my elbow into my ribs, slide back into that fighting forward bow stance, and I'm pushing his face away. Then all of a sudden, Sam is socking me in the face. So why didn't the move work? What went wrong? What happened? Well, basically there are two main factors. The first factor is Sam. You see, he's a living, breathing human being with his own will, wants, and desires. And he's just not going to stand there as I go through the move. He's going to respond automatically and instinctively. And how he responds, I have no control over. The second reason is because I left Sam an opening to escape. You see, as Sam grabs me and I pinned his hand, all he needed to do was to open his hand and then yank it out. And then in return, Sam went from a dead attack to a live attack, where he's punching me in the face. And dealing with a punch is a lot harder to do than dealing with a grab. So what I need to do is I need to develop a technique to use, or find a way to simply prevent Sam from opening up his hand first and then from yanking it out from under me. I need to make that very hard for him. And the way we do that is a finger wrapping technique. Now, this is only one technique of many. There's a lot of ways that a person can approach this situation. When Sam grabs me, I grab his hand and open up your hand, Sam. Open it up. No? Yank it out. It makes it very hard for Sam to open up his hand and yank it out. You see, his hand is caught in my cloth, in my jacket. And the real danger is go ahead and grab. When I do this, and I pin that hand back, if Sam really tries to yank his hand out, there is a chance to either sprain his fingers or break them because of the force that's being applied. And that's what a technique does for you. A technique will add to the self-defense move so that it becomes very effective. Now, how do we do the finger wrapping technique? Go ahead and hold your hand out. So Sam is grabbing me like this, all right? And what I want to do is I want to take the back of my palm and put it in the back of his hand, this way first, and then wrap my fingers over his fist. Turn this way, please, Sam. First thing I'm going to do is take my hand, put it on the back of his palm. Now my forefinger goes over his thumb. My thumb goes in between his two fingers here, and it presses the two knuckles and the thumb together, like this. And that's all I have to do. So now, my whole hand is battling against his three fingers. Try to open up your hand. Yank your hand out. Sam can yank his hand out in that instance. Why? Because his hand is not wrapped up in my jacket. But as soon as he wraps it up, and I go like this, go ahead and yank it out. He's not really wanting to yank it out. because I have captured, secured his hand. And now when I go through the move, I will be able to actually control the distance, develop good balance, set up the self-defense move, delayed sword, so that I could complete it with speed, power, and dynamics. Once again, Sam grabs me, and right away I pin his hand. I just squeeze those fingers together here, and I'm pushing like this. Get away, Sam. See, now I'm controlling, it's hard for him to get away. Now I'm controlling the distance. And I can apply the self-defense move. Techniques, skill, those are vital to making the moves work. So practice the moves to understand that they are a path by which we learn how to deal with a situation. But also learn your techniques that make the moves stronger. I'm Sensei Frank.
And I'm Sam.
And we'll see you next time here at Tech Tiger Martial Arts.